Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Not too many movements since my last update, but we have just broken below a trend line here. So that is something worth looking at, but we get to that in a minute. Overall, with Ethereum, my view is that what we are doing here is a corrective rally. None of that at the moment, none of that is, let's say, bullish or impulsive. This is a corrective rally in my opinion. Yeah, I could be wrong as well, of course, but this is for me quite clearly a corrective rally. This can extend out further. Yeah, no problem. But it is a corrective rally, which I would assume will eventually come down. This for me is the next entry point for a long position down here between 1130 and 1330. Good. Looking at this overall, what are the possibilities? So there are a couple. So Ethereum, this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, of course, still possible. Then the assumption that this is a wave A, this here a wave B, and we come down in the C. Target area for wave B was already reached between 1700 and 1830. Yeah, this is the most likely area for this wave B. I told you in the previous video we could, and this is simply what we don't know, we could, if we see the next larger pullback below 1685 is the first signal that we will come down lower. If the pullback, which might be starting just now, is going to be corrective, it could just be that within this B wave, that we haven't completed it yet as an ABC, no, that we have really only seen the A wave, the corrective pullback will be a B, and we can stretch out higher in a C. So this is very important. That C wave, I can tell you that as well. There is a good chance that, no, 1 second, because we haven't seen the low of the wave B, so we can't really calculate that yet. But I mean, this might, yeah, this might get above here, get above 1880, 1870. I talked about that level before. If we get above 1870, there would be the 1-to-1 ratio. If we have a pullback, how normally you would a wave B expect, maybe a 50% retracement, then you can calculate that the one target for the wave C should be the 1880, 1870 level. If you get beyond that, you can move up all the way above $2,000. So one key target here would be the $2,080 level. That is the scenario where we will get a little bit more of a pump ahead of the Ethereum merge, but this is in no way guaranteed, and it would also be part of a corrective rally. The only other way to make this work more bullish is, but I don't see this with a high likelihood. Yeah, don't see this with a high likelihood. It is the scenario where this was a wave. Where we talked about that possibility before, but I can't really see it. That this was a wave 1, this a 2, all of this was a 3, this is a 4, and then we'd be moving up in a 5 next. That would be bullish. But even if we do this, yeah, no, where are we? Just want to show you that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But even in that scenario, yeah, because there is no guarantee that we're gonna rally. You can trade this, absolutely, but there is no high probability setup here for me. For me, it's more likely to come down. So I would just sit on my hands now, yeah. It was down here to buy, in my opinion, when we talked about that a wave B is expected and upcoming. Yeah, we talked very clearly about that wave B, absolutely. And that this could be the time for accumulating and then taking profits along the way. Not trading in wave B. I would always try to avoid that if possible. And taking profits along the way and then buying again in the wave C area down here. Not trying to long here because it could go up, because it could also go down, could do the ABC. We don't know. I encourage you to watch my Bitcoin video from this morning. I talked a little bit about avoiding low probability setups, avoiding to get caught out when overtrading, because I know how it is, how it feels. A lot of people always want to trade every day. You don't need to. Wait for the higher probability setups. Yeah. Now this is a short opportunity for me. Yeah, but also it is not guaranteed that we are not gonna go through here. But my view is we will get rejected in this area, but it could be a corrective pullback or an impulsive one. That's what we don't know. But the thing is, even if we rally through here as a 5-wave move, then the wave 2 will come afterwards. Okay, so there will be a dump in all likelihood, yeah, either imminently into wave C or into wave B and then a rally into wave C, or after a rally should be that dip. Yeah, so I don't know when it happens, but what I can tell you, when it happens, then I'm gonna buy. Okay, so this is, I think, all has to do with planning and strategy. Yeah, because there are different possibilities. We just have to acknowledge and understand how do they differ. And again, my primary view would be that we are currently finishing off here at some point in the near future here now, the ABC in green. So basically that we're finishing off ABC. It could go a bit higher, no problem. Yeah, if Bitcoin breaks through the 23,600, it could even go a bit higher. But then it would get rejected, and then the market needs to tell us the next pullback. Is it going to be corrective or impulsive? Now, what I told you is that a move below 1685 will be the first indication we are coming down further. And then this could be a wave B or a wave C. But if it is a wave B, let's say we've reached a peak. We can currently say we potentially reached a peak, but it's also not clear yet because we haven't broken 1685 yet. It should come down to, in a wave B, corrective, yeah, we would normally expect this to come down, I would say, to the 61.8 at 1546 or 1492. That's the 78.6% fib level. Why? Because this is a flat pattern in 3-wave. So it would become probably flat, where you have the wave A as a 3-wave move. In that case, normally the wave B pulls back quite a lot, and then the wave C would be quite a strong rally. So we need to see what the next structure is going to look like. For you, I think important to understand the different possibilities, the key levels, yeah, and also important to understand that we're still fighting around this key resistance level that I mentioned in the previous videos here, around 1720. Yeah, basically here the resistance level of that ascending wedge. We're still fighting around that. We talked about the ascending trend line and the trend line here, which was broken just now, so we're falling back into the wedge. Could come down now, of course, you know, to 1685 level, and if we lose this, indeed, first support would be here. I mean, that's the first support, 50-day moving average at 1665, and then we will, in all likelihood, we would come down lower in a wave B. But again, the wave B is not one straight line. It would also be probably an ABC. So you get some support somewhere, you pull back, yeah, and then you see a wave C come down. I personally will wait for this area down here. Okay, I will wait for something here. Yeah. So yesterday I took some profits of my ETH that I bought just over $1,000. I made the channel members aware. Took some profits, not all of them, in anticipation that we could go higher or that we could drop. Therefore, I took some profits because I want to take some profits, okay, because it's been a decent return. But I'm not selling everything of this position because I anticipate it could go higher. And I don't have a problem to hold that longer should we now come down and reinvest some of those profits in that green area down there. So that was my strategy. Yeah. And should we now, against most likelihoods here, rally above $2,000, then I'm going to realize some more profits and then rebuy lower. Okay, good. And that's my update about Ethereum. So hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.